Alright guys, here we go with the basically the first eyeball kit of Modern Warfare 2. There was a lot of suggestions on wacky kits, which I will try to get around to most of them. I'll try to post at least one or two of these a week. That's something new, something to keep the game interesting, since I am 10th Prestige now. And my overall KAD for 10th Prestige was a 2.8. It took me, I'm going to say 14 days to do it. I have 18 days playtime, but like I said, I do keep the PlayStation on a good bit. Like if I had to go run to the bank or I had to go shopping, and I'd just leave the PlayStation on for 1-2 hours here and there. And I fell asleep with the PlayStation on many a times. So I'm going to say 14 to 15 days it took me to get it, playing mainly ground war. As far as I can tell, I know somebody said Prodigy Joey beat me to it. But I looked at his channel and he just done got enough videos show it he did it legitly. I mean, you can pretty much look through all my videos and see I've slowly progressed up through the levels as posting them. But if Prodigy Joey beat me to it, good for him. But until I can get concrete proof, I'm consider myself the first legit 10th Prestige. And now we go to the Vector. The Vector with the thermal. Well, basically, I got a lot of kits requested for me when I asked for a wacky kit, and a lot of them were submachine guns with thermals. And I already had the ACOG unlocked on the Vector from just, trying to get a getting the akimbos, between getting akimbo and basically running around with the akimbo kit trying to get a game with it. I already had the ACOG unlocked, so I just put the ACOG on, got the thermal scope, and I tried it out. Some tips with this setup: if you want to use a thermal scope on the Vector, I'm pretty sure all the submachine guns differ. The Vector has the least amount of recoil, and this thing still kicks a considerable bit. Pretty much anything close to medium range, you can full auto better than the F2000. Anything further, like that, would be just beyond medium range. Anything further than that, you're pretty much going to pop fire. I don't suggest holding your breath on it, period. And I don't suggest zooming in real close. I suggest only using the thermal scope aspect of the weapon at medium range. But if you are going to use it at medium range, I suggest full auto, because it generally will bounce around a lot and it takes some getting used to. Mainly because you're used to the rifle not jumping as much. That if you have a large target, that jump really won't matter if you hit them in the legs and things of that nature. I don't really suggest blinging it out, because you pretty much need scavenger with the thermal scope on your Vector. Mainly because it will eat through bullets. Because the Vector shoots fast regardless, and it's hard to conserve ammo even with regular iron sights or maybe a red dot. But once you put the ACOG or the actual thermal scope on it, it bounces around a lot, and you got to use more bullets per kill, which isn't really that bad. I'd actually consider using this kit normally. I mean, it's actually really fun to use, and if you haven't, you should maybe try it out. My perks for this was Scavenger, Stopping Power, and Scrambler Pro. You're probably asking how do I already have Scrambler Pro. Well, I actually use Scrambler. A lot of people consider it a newbie perk, but I've stated in a later video, Scrambler is a fantastic perk, especially on classes especially on my rush classes, because when I rush, I semi-rush, semi-camp. I get to an area real quick, like I'll go to point A to point B real quick, and then I'll just kind of wait there for a little bit. And what Scrambler does is, I call it like an enemy lure, like if you ever play Final Fantasy or anything of that nature. It basically lures enemies to your trap. Like submachine guns, you want to catch people at close range, because that's where your weapon has the greatest power. Submachine guns are basically the shotguns from World at War and Call of Duty 4. That's the role they fill in this game now. They're very good at close range, and they generally will beat an assault rifle at close range from the increased rate of fire they shoot at. That's another good thing for Scrambler Pro there. I'm not sure if it's Scrambler Pro just yet. I might get Scrambler Pro in this game. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's Scrambler Pro because you've seen the Claymore have the delay on it. That's another good thing when you're going building to building and things like Favela. Favela is a real good map to use Scrambler on because most of the fighting happens on the rooftops right there near B, and generally you can keep people either the radar fully incapacitated or somewhat partially incapacitated, making it a lot easier for you and your teammates to shoot unsilenced weapons. I'm starting to use Scrambler more and more, mainly because it drags people to me when I'm either camping or behind something. Like a light machine gun, Scrambler works real well, especially if you have a heartbeat sensor like an RPD, because people will see it, think, oh, there's a noob over there, he's got Scrambler, I'm going to go get him. Well, you already know where he's at, and he's falling right into your trap. Snipers also works real well on. I've been playing around with that. It pretty much drags people into Claymores. The only thing you got to worry about is those lightweight marathon guys, which they still need to fix. A lightweight guy should not be able to just run past your Claymore or a marathon by itself. Marathon by itself on like a submachine gun or a sniper kit will be able to get by a Claymore before it sets off. They need to make Claymores click faster. It's the only thing I can think. Because you can't really nerf lightweight again, because they nerfed lightweight to begin with. I think it was like 10% speed increase. Now it's like a 7.1 speed increase. And if they nerf it again, it won't be much lightweight. It'll just be barely noticeable. So I figured they need to make the Claymores, click a little faster, like 4/8 of a second or some minuscule number like that, so they still are caught in the blast radius. Either that or just turn Claymores into bouncing betties, so when they run by it and it clicks, they'll catch them on the backside. Basically what I was doing here was I was running flags and was trying to stay near B. Generally when they take a flag, I don't know if a lot of people notice this, but like you see right here, C is kind of glowing up and down. That means there's somebody on. I think C's glowing. No, it's not really glowing right now, but the icon will start pulsing. Like right now it's pulsing. I should have turned around. See, the guy announcer just said there's somebody taking C. Turn around, I spray him down with my vector. Generally, when I'm playing domination, I look for the pulses. That's when I know somebody's on the flag. This is another indication because they'll start pulsing 2 or 3 seconds before the announcer announces the flag is being taken. Like right there, I noticed it was pulsing in. That's how I got back there and got to them. Here's another thing I've touched on before, but if you're using your Predator missile and you die and you know you're not going to be able to build your kill streak, take the Pavlo out, dude. Take the Harrier out. They're worth more points than just, regular people. And you're also helping your team in the long run. There's a spray fill. What else is there to talk about in this class? I don't need you to suggest more classes. I got a good bit of classes off my Long Road to Ruin video, and I'm probably gonna try. I'm probably gonna try to my next. Well, I can't really do that yet. I was gonna say I was gonna do a single version 1887 because I actually like using that. Oh, look at me folding up like a lawn chair. What else? What should I do next? I don't know. I think we lose this game though, mainly because of air support. Like right here, we're dominated. AC-130's out. Shitcopter's out. We get B back, but it's almost well too late. I get a little ballsy here. I'm gonna try to stay under the AC-130. AC-130 cannot shoot the outside ring of the map unless it's on the adjacent side of it. So if you stay somewhere near the AC-130 on the map, you generally be okay. And I think that right there lost us the game where I got gunned down. I realized I still have a thumper on my secondary, so I switched to it. Get one kill with it. And The game's coming to a close right here in a minute. Tell me what you think about the thermal scope vector. It's actually really fun to play with. You guys should give it a try. Other than that, it's your boy Wings of Redemption, signing out.